Hello, Billy S here, bringing you another video. Today, we are taking a look at the video game Bugsnax, doing a game I like to call Eat or Yeet. It's basically a play on Pokemon Smash or Pass, but for Bugsnax, and instead of smashing or passing, we are eating or yeeting, because if you don't know, Bugsnax is a game about catching anthropomorphic snacks and chowing down on them and watching your body change into horrific, different body parts. It's disturbing, but it's also so much fun. Honest to God, it has been one of my favorite video game experiences of the past 6 months or so, and I fell in love with the characters, the world, the gameplay, and the story, and I wanted to make a video on it, but I didn't want to do a review because I didn't film my playthrough, so instead it is time to eat or yeet. Now, I have the list of Bugsnax in my journal here on the Bugipedia because I have collected every single Bugsnax in the game. I have basically 100%ed this game aside from a couple of these requests, and I even have the DLC bugs, so I am completely covered. Let's get started. We're gonna go in order from top to bottom, starting with good old Bunga. Bunga is definitely an eat. It's a burger. It's a burger with little curly French fry legs. I mean, what else is there to love? It loves cheese, it loves ketchup, so do I. Get in my mouth. Frida is a little bit of a tough one for me because I love French fries, or as you say in the UK, chips, but I don't like spiders, and this is based on a spider. So I would have to have somebody else mercilessly snuff the life out of the Frida before I would be willing to eat it. If it wasn't a spider, if it wasn't a Frida, I would eat them. But I'm gonna have to eat the Frida. Shish kebab is adorable, and I do love kebabs. I do love kebabs on sticks, but I generally don't like mushrooms, and I don't like tomato. So I'm gonna have to eat the shish kebab. Sweetie Fly is definitely an eat. I love anything that is sugary or sweet, so I think that's gonna spoil quite a few of my decisions here. I think Sweetie Fly is lovely. You can suck on the lollipop, have a good time, just chill out. It's gonna be good. We've got white Strabby, exactly like the Strabby in every way other than its paler color. You know what? Yeah, I would eat a strawberry, and I would eat a white Strabby. I would. I think white Strabby, bit of chocolate, Dr. Sodi, 100% is an eat. I love Dr. Pepper. I know that's exactly what this is mimicking. It's going right down my throat and infecting me with Dr. Sodi goodness, and I'm pretty excited for that. Weenie Worm. Okay, I do like hot dogs. I like them. They're not something I'm excited over, but you know, put a bit of mustard on it, put a bit of tomato ketchup on it, couple of onions, mwah, good stuff. I'm eating that worm. Cob Hopper, looking at it there, that's like corn, but like with the husk, which implies it's probably before it's been cooked, and I don't really have time to be cooking corn. On top of that, it is based on a grasshopper, which my partner is severely terrified of, which means I wouldn't be able to have it in the house. So I'm afraid the cob hopper is gonna have to hop, 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 and yeet, yeet, yeet its way out of the stage. And lastly, crispy snack pod for the Garden Grove. It's a packet of crisps. Yeah, I'm eating it. Of course I am. Why would I say no to that? It's crisps. Moving on to Flavor Falls, the first area of the game, we have Strabby, the normal Strabby. Yeah, I would eat a strawberry. We went over this with white Strabby, but this is just a normal Strabby. Pinkle, that's a yeet. I don't like pickles. I don't think they're that cool. I don't think they're that fun. And also because this is Bugsnax, would we not have to eat the jar as well? I realize that's the same with like the crispy snacks, but I'm implying that you can like rip open the snack pods and ruin their insides. I don't know, it feels like the jar for the pinkles are very important, and either way, I'm yeeting it. It's getting like chucked at someone or something, one of my enemies perhaps. Rootle and white Rootle I would definitely eat. I like carrots, I think they're a lot of fun. You can just cut them up and just Lovely. Green olive is gonna have to be a yeet. I don't like olives. For some reason, they just don't appeal to me. I've never liked the taste. So, out of there. Intrap. You know what? This one's actually quite adorable. I quite like the Intrap, and I like it's got like a little lettuce, like for the wrap instead of like the usual sort of tortilla. I would definitely eat an Intrap. I would feel healthy eating an Intrap. It was certainly more healthy than eating a bunga. So yeah, we'll go for an Intrap. Sandipede, it's basically a sandwich. Sure, I'll have it. I would probably pick the tomatoes out. Tomatoes, sorry, I'm British. I've got to be British. I would pick the tomatoes out, but I would eat the Sandipede and the sub-Sandipede, because they're both the same thing. I know some people will get a bit turned off by the fact that the sub-Sandipede has onion legs, whereas the Sandopede does not. I'm not entirely sure. Oh, those are peppers. Oh, even more so. I would eat the Sandopede over the sub-Sandopede. I'm just gonna say that. Ruby peel bug, it's looking like maybe it's like a blood orange. Honestly, I wouldn't mind sucking on that. I think that'd be quite tasty. Fruits are generally quite nice, and if it's like normal oranges, yeah, I'm down. Caramel Poptic, for sure. I've kind of gone off of popcorn as I've grown up, but caramel Poptic, caramel popcorn, beautiful. I love a bit of caramel just on anything. The sweetness really just kind of elevates the popcorn for me. Twisty snack pod with the pretzels inside. I'm gonna maybe say a hot take. I'm not the biggest fan of pretzels. I would not purposefully go and eat a pretzel. I would not seek them out. I would seek out other things before a pretzel. I would eat them if I had no other choice, but seeing as I do have a lot of choice here, we're gonna have to yeet the twisty snack pod. Wee melon, a little baby melon. Yeah, I'd eat that. I mean, I wouldn't eat the pips, but I would eat the little wee melons, yeah, for sure. And then mama melon, of course, I like watermelon. I know some people think watermelon is quite overrated and tasteless, but I just think it's very hydrating, and I think it's really fun to just have like a big watermelon slice and just eat away at it. If we're not cutting mama melon open, maybe I wouldn't eat them. But in the game, Mama Melon is a boss fight and you have to break her apart into little pieces before you can actually catch her. So the implication is that you would eat her as you catch her, not as we see her here. All right, Simmering Springs, Queeble with a little kiwi and a spoon. I would have to yeet the Queeble. I don't like kiwi, it's just not for me. I don't like the little fur around them. I've never liked the taste. Nah, pass. Crapple, that's a great name. I would definitely eat a crapple. I love apples, I love red apples, I love green apples, I love all apples. They are very tasty. Crapple, you're mine. Pineantula, same issue as the Frieda. I love pineapples, but it's based on a tarantula, and I just can't get over the spider nature of this bug snack. I'm gonna have to pass, I'm sorry. Orange peel bug, it's orange, I love that, yep, give it to me, great on a hot summer's day. Raspberry, same as the Strabby. Raspberries, strawberries, they're all the same, I love them both. Green grape skeeto, it's grapes. I really love grapes. I could pop a whole pack of grapes if I bought some for myself. They are so much fun to eat. The snackery, yes, I would love to get drunk on a snackery. I have no problems with alcoholic beverage, and that is what the snackery is. I would drink that in a heartbeat. The Tropica bug. Okay, so this, I'm seeing onion, I'm seeing grilled pineapple, and I'm seeing a bit of shrimp. I would eat this because it gives me an excuse to eat pineapple, seeing as I didn't choose Pineantula. I'm not the biggest fan of that big chunk of onion. I would prefer it kind of like cut up into smaller pieces, but I really love prawn and I really love pineapple, so yeah, that is an eat. Lovely Sweetie Fly, it's another lollipop, it is an eat. I love my lollipops, we've already been over this. Baja Cockroach, or Baja Cockroach, I don't know. I'm gonna be honest, it doesn't look that appealing to me. It doesn't really speak to me at all. It's meant to be like a seafood style taco, but I don't like how it looks. I don't like the color of the shell. I don't like the pepper legs. I don't like what's inside it, just at a glance. I'm gonna have to pass. Wafstackrack, that's how you say it. I would definitely have one of those. Some waffles, some sausage, it's good stuff, it's tasty. It's good for breakfast. Yeah, go for it. Grumpy snack pod. You've got little gummy bears. I love that. Little grumpy, oh, because they look like little grumpuses. Yeah, of course, I get that. Yeah, gummy bears. Gummy grumpuses. I'd eat them. I eat candy. I love candy. You're mine, grumpy snack pod. You're an eat. Boiling Bay, green crapple, same as the red crapple. I would eat it in a heartbeat. I love a green apple. Grape Skeeto, but purple. Yeah, I would eat it. It's a grape. Golden Queeble, same as the other Queeble. It's getting yeeted. Greater Kokomite and Lesser Kokomite, both are getting yeeted. I really don't like coconut. I don't think it's a particularly tasty fruit. And the only good thing to come out of coconuts is the coconut milk, like the coconut juice. And, you know, I don't need to be eating the whole coconut to get that juice, so I'm passing on that one. Lasodiu. I don't know how to say that. Lasodiu? No, I've got no idea how to pronounce it. I'm not even gonna try. Please. Lasodiex? No? Anyone in the comments, let me know how the hell I've got to say that name. I don't know. Or I can go listen to it in the game later. I would definitely drink it. It's soda. It is soda. I would drink it. It looks like very basic soda, maybe like sparkling water. If it's sparkling water, maybe not, but sparkling water usually doesn't come in a can. It comes in like a clear bottle. Either way, I think I would drink it. I think it looks tasty. Noodler, yeah, of course, I love noodles. Noodles are my favorite. It comes with built-in chopsticks, which means it's easy to eat, and it's only 6 legs, which means it's not an arachnid, which means it doesn't trigger my arachnophobia. It's more like a crab. Paletos, I would definitely eat. It is a lollipop. I love that. And Paletos Grande, yup, I would eat that as well. It's 2 lollipops, ice lollipops, ice poles, whatever you want to call them. Tasty, tropical, and refreshing. Red Banana. So this is a red banana, right? But it's still a normal banana on the inside. So yeah, I would eat that. It's a normal banana, you know? I will take that. It may have red skin, but the banana should hopefully taste the same. Flamin' Cheepoof, obviously based on a Flamin' Hot Cheeto. I would definitely eat that. I love me some chips. I love me some crisps. I love me some Cheetos in my mouth. Sherby. I would eat that as well. It's ice cream. I love ice cream. Ice cream's great, and I can see that mint ice cream right at the top there. That's just really, oh, I really want some mint ice cream right now. Fruity snack pod, yeah. I don't want dried fruit. Dried fruit is not cool, especially when there are so many moist fruit options in this game. Why would I then go to the dried fruit in the snack pod? No thanks. Mini Maki is sushi, and honestly, I haven't really had proper good sushi in my life, so I don't know if I really enjoy sushi or not. I've only had like cheap store sushi, and I really don't think that should be a judgment on whether sushi is going to be good. So for now, I'm going to yeet the Mini Maki and the Mega Maki simply because I just don't know if I'd enjoy sushi. I don't think I can give a proper opinion on this. The barbecue bunga. Honestly, I prefer normal bungas, but seeing as there's bacon in there and the curly fries are barbecue flavored, I would take a barbecue bunga. I would eat that. Sweet frieder, even easier yeet because I don't like sweet fries. I don't like sweet potato. Easy. Ribblepeed, I would eat in a heartbeat. I love me some ribs. They're sticky, they're fun, they're exciting, they're handsy. Poptic on its own. I'm gonna have to chuck it. It doesn't say there's any salt on it. It's just a normal piece of popcorn. I feel like the caramel Poptic had a lot more flavor and a lot more personality, whereas the normal Poptic it doesn't do it for me. Spuddy, a baked potato. It's not really my cup of tea. We have it a lot here because it's something that the English eat quite a bit, the British eat quite a bit. But it's not something I would necessarily run out of my way to go and have. But since it's one of the few potato-based creations in Bugsnax, I would eat it. I would eat it. Scorpeno, I'm gonna have to pass. I'm not a fan of eating just like peppers, basically jalapenos on their own. Like that would burn my mouth, and I'm not interested in my mouth being burned. Shy weenie worm, I will definitely take. I would definitely have that. I didn't know this until I watched a video recently, but this is based on a certain type of hot dog in America that you don't put tomato ketchup on, and it hates tomato ketchup as like a reference to that, which I think is very funny. Cheepoof and white cheepoof I would definitely eat. The normal cheepoof is cheese flavored. I don't know what the white cheepoof would be flavored, but I know I would eat them both. Same with the Crystal Sweetie Fly. I think that's one of those ones where you kind of get to give a bit of a crunch with your lollipop. I love that. Green Peel Bug, so that's probably lime. I wouldn't eat that. I would have that maybe like on the side of like a martini or a cocktail or just some sort of drink. I wouldn't eat that on its own, so I'm gonna have to yeet the Green Peel Bug. Puffy Snack Pod. I can't really tell what's in there. I think it's like almost like trail mix, in which case I'm gonna have to yeet it. That doesn't really appeal to me quite the same way as other stuff. Sorry, Puffy, but yeah, I'm yeeting you into the garbage. Loaded Spuddy. I am gonna have to yeet this, and the only reason is it's just too much. If I have a baked potato, all I really want is just a little bit of butter, a little bit of salt and pepper, and just enjoy it as it is. Maybe a bit of meat on top if we're having like a bolognese or something, or a chili. But that is too much. That looks like just too much for me, and I don't think I would enjoy it. Tarkroach. Is this the time for me to say that I just don't really feel like I like hard shell tacos? I feel like they're just a disaster when it comes to eating. And beyond that, those red pepper legs, no ma'am. No ma'am. I'm eating you. Tarkroach is gone. The praying picantes though, I am going to eat. And the main reason is because that can feed a family. That is a burrito. There's Doritos. There are tacos. There's what looks like almost like a taki. I mean, honestly, it may not all necessarily be up my alley, but that's such a big variety mix. You don't have to eat the whole thing. And anything you don't eat, you can give to your family. Perfect. Eating it. Black Lolive is the same as the green Lolive. I'm not eating it. Buffalocust, I am eating. I love a bit of spicy wings. I think that would be very tasty. Eggler, also an eat. It's an egg. If you don't like eggs, I'm sorry, but you are missing out on so much in your life. Flapjackerack, I would also eat because I love pancakes. I love bacon. Now, I've not really had the American-style pancakes before. I'm used to the British-style pancakes we make on Shrove Tuesday. But I do feel like I would enjoy, like, the American-style pancakes with bacon in the morning, because I like bacon and I like pancakes, so I think that's a no-brainer. Score pepper is a pass. It is a yeet. I'm yeeting it away. I don't eat peppers on their own. I don't want my mouth burning. And this feels like, you know, you would eat a score pepper if you're doing like a YouTube challenge, right? You're doing a YouTube challenge. Can I eat the spiciest pepper in the world? And it's a score pepper. And also it's a scorpion. It's an arachnid. Get that shit away from me, please. Incherito is adorable, but I'm gonna yeet it because it really annoyed me when playing Bugsnax, trying to catch it, and it just like ramming into other bugs I was trying to catch, and for that I just have a personal vendetta, and also I think its mouth looks kind of horrifying. It's just a hole filled with meat and cheese, and then the eyes, and it just doesn't give me good vibes. It reminds me of like an amnesia monster. Black raspberry, yep, I would eat that. I would eat that. It's a blackberry. It's black raspberry. Yeah, in my mouth, please. Sody D, which I believe is a play on Sunny D, could also be Fanta based on those color schemes. I would definitely drink that. That sounds like a really refreshing drink to have in the desert. Cheeser, I don't think I would eat cheeser because this is looking a bit like almost like an Oreo biscuit, but it's cheese, and that just to me is like a bit eh. But if it's like crackers with cheese inside of it, like, I kind of prefer my cheese to be a bit more solid, and this cheese looks very liquidy. It just doesn't appeal to me at all. I'm sorry, but it's just giving me mixed signals. Meaty snack pod, beef jerky, pass. I mean, like, I could eat it, but I feel like I would go for other meat options before this one. Bombino, which I believe is like a pizza roll. I'm gonna pass, but only because Mothsa Supreme exists, and I would just get Mothsa Supreme. Now, the only issue with Mothsa Supreme is that Mothsa Supreme has a bunch of toppings on there that I don't like, but if it was a Mothsa Supreme that I could customize, then I would definitely take that. Also, I just realized there's a talk option, so I can actually check. How does Lasodiu sound? Lasodi. It's just Lasodi. Okay. Lasodi. Perfect. All right, cool. Sugar Pine Woods, Quookie, it's an Oreo, what's not to love? That's going straight in my mouth. Charmallow, it's s'mores, what's not to love? That's going in my mouth, and there's chocolate. Cinnarsnail, I love cinnamon. I've never had a cinnamon bun, but I know I would enjoy them if I ever had them. Honeybee, I'm gonna pass on this because this is just straight honey, and I prefer honey as an accoutrement to a different, or accompaniment to a different food, and that's not really the option here. Sprinklepeed, I would eat. I'm not the biggest fan of donuts, to be honest. Like, they don't have the same appeal to me that they do with other people, unless they're like the British type of donuts, where you've got like the jam donuts with like, where it's less like a ringed donut and more like a ball of pastry with just stuff in the middle. That shit I love. But this, no. Yellow peel bug, I'm gonna have to pass. Nobody wants to suck on a lemon, that's getting yeeted. Bopsicle and Big Bopsicle are definitely going in my mouth. I love them both. They're tasty, tasty. Rainbow Sweetie Fly, yeah, I'm having that. That's a rainbow lollipop. I ain't stupid. And the Nutty Snack Pod is a pass. I don't really do nuts, especially when there are sugary things like the Rainbow Sweetie Fly and the Bopsicles to snack on instead. So the Chippy, it's a chocolate chip cookie. I would eat that. Although, to be fair, chocolate chip cookies, I feel have gotten a bit overrated for me as time has gone on. I kind of feel like I need something more, you know? Chili Nilly, I would definitely eat that. That is an ice cream wafer sandwich. They are delish, they are adorable, they are tasty, and they are getting eaten. Flutter Jam, you can actually shoot peanut butter at this guy, knock it out of the sky, and make a peanut butter jelly sandwich, or a peanut butter and jam sandwich, as you would say in the UK. I'm definitely having that. Mount Sodi, it's Mountain Dew. Yep, I'd drink that. Seems tasty. Strudler, I'd have that as well. It's tasty. I like stew. It's tasty. It's good. It's nice. It's warming. If you're like in a cold environment, a bowl of stew will rejuvenate you completely. Egg roll, I'm gonna pass. Simply because you have to eat the box to get to the rolls, and I'm not the biggest fan of egg rolls to begin with, so Banoppa, a normal banana. Yeah, I'll eat that. That's tasty. Scoopy, it's more ice cream. It's just like Sherby. I'll take it. Yes, please. Cherry. I'm not the biggest fan of cherries. I'm not gonna lie. They are like my least favorite of the sweet red fruits. In the UK, we have these little cakes called cherry bakewells, and they're very tasty because they have little jam inside. They've got this beautiful icing, great pastry, but they always have a cherry on top. And I always try to kind of skip around the cherry, because it just doesn't have the right texture for me to enjoy it. But everything else I love. Scoopy Banoopy, that is definitely an eat. Look at that, it is like the dream dessert. You've got a bit of fruit with the banana and the cherries, which you can just pick off if you want. And then you've got the ice cream and the whipped cream. Yes, please. Instabug, I would definitely eat that. It's got cupcakes, it's got macarons, it's got those little puffy, I don't know what you call them in the middle. I think they're kind of more like the donuts I was thinking of, maybe profiteroles. And then you've got the Mikado legs, which I think would just be very tasty. Instabug, I would take pictures of that for my Instagram, and then I would eat it. Melty Snack Pod is just like little chocolate bits. Yeah, I'm eating that. It's just some Smarties, it's some M&Ms. Yum yum in my tum, thank you very much. And then the baby cake legs and the daddy cake legs I would eat. The baby cake legs is adorable, and then the daddy cake legs, despite being a spider, I mean, it's a giant cake. It doesn't have any of like the spidery looks aside from the candle legs. Like, it doesn't have any like pincers or anything, which Pinantula had, and honestly, I could just like ride this cake and have a good time. And lastly, the DLC, we have Bunga Royale, which is like a bigger bunga. I would eat that. I'm not really sure what the legs are. I think they're maybe like actual just potatoes, roast potatoes, in which case, yeah, I would eat them as well. Chedorb, I have no idea what this is supposed to be, but going by the name, I have to assume this is some sort of fried cheese orb, in which case, yes, get in my mouth, por favor. Millie Mochi, I haven't really tried mochi before, but I get the feeling it's not necessarily a taste I would enjoy, so I am gonna pass and yeet the Millie Mochi. Spaghetti, yeet. get out of here. I like spaghetti, I like meatballs, but I absolutely hate that design. That design makes me uncomfortable, and because in the DLC all of the Bugsnax are massive, it made me feel extremely uncomfortable as an arachnophobic, so I'm yeeting that. Clubsteroni is macaroni, but it feels like there's like nothing to go with it, it's just the pasta, and I feel like I would need something to go with the pasta. I don't know, I'm gonna have to eat it. I feel like there are other things I could eat instead. Tikka masala. That is obviously based on a chicken tikka masala. I would definitely eat that. I love me a chicken tikka masala. It comes with its own naan bread. That's just perfect for me. It's a good snack. You could have it like as a little roll. Yes, please. Thank you so much. Piela bite. I believe this is based on a pecan pie. I've never had pecan pie, but I do like pie. We have like the British pie where it's like meats and stuff instead of sweet stuff, and I would love to try a sweeter pie, and honestly I would love to give this one a shot, so I'm gonna eat it despite those calories. Whew. Chocolant. It's chocolate, I'm a chocoholic, it's going in my mouth. Moving on. Celery sticks, celery. Celery chopped up with other stuff is very tasty. Celery on its own, especially in such big stick variety, not so good. I'm gonna have to pass. I'm gonna have to eat the celery sticks. I'm gonna watch the stick insect fly. Deviled eggler, sorry. Okay, so there's a little eggshell there which you'd rip off. I don't really know what goes into deviled eggs, but I like eggs, and I think that's paprika on the top, which honestly, I would love to try that. I think that would be fantastic, so yeah, I'm gonna go with deviled eggler. And then lastly, we have cheddar bottle Rex, which is 100% eat. When you fight this in-game, it is a giant charcuterie of cheddar, of cheese. I don't think that's the right word, because I think charcuterie is specifically for meats. But it was like a platter of cheeses, and I would definitely go for that. I mean, look, it even comes with little knives to cut the cheese open. It's perfect. And cheese is just very tasty. Last but not least, though, we have the Cappuccino, the hardest Bugsnax in this game to catch because it's the fastest snack alive, although to be fair, it actually wasn't that hard to catch at all. Yeah, I drink it. I love a cappuccino. I love a coffee. I wish there was like a tea, but I'll take coffee. I'll take cappuccino. Good stuff. So there you have it. Those are the Bugsnax that I would eat and yeet. Which Bugsnax would you eat and which Bugsnax would you yeet? Leave your thoughts in the comments down below. And then tell me why you think Bugsnax is an amazing game and has great LGBTQIA representation. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time. Bunger!